Hello and welcome everybody. This lesson is going to be all about why I would highly recommend having an ERV in your soundproof studio. If you have no idea what an ERV even is, then stick around and listen to this video because you're going to learn all about why I recommend using an ERV or an energy recovery ventilator. All right, before we jump in, I just want to say that I have an amazing resource for you guys. This is my soundproofing workshop where I go through the entire process of designing and building out your soundproof home studio. So if you want to check that out, this is where you can get some valuable information. Just go to www.soundproofyourstudio.com and you can sign up right there and it's totally free. All right, let's jump into the video. So first off, what is an ERV? When I first heard the term ERV, it sounded like some very foreign, crazy HVAC term that I probably would never need to know about. But it stands for Energy Recovery Ventilator, and it is a really cool unit. As you can see here, here's the ERV in my extra room on the outside of my studio where I am pulling in fresh air and sending it into my studio. So an ERV is essentially just a little box that will transfer air that's coming from the outside and pull out stale air in your room and send it to the outside. What's cool is it goes through this central core system, and you can see in this diagram here that the fresh air is coming in, it's crisscrossing through the enthalpy core where it is mixing with the heat and the humidity of the room that was in your room, or in the summertime, it could be mixing with the cold air and the humidity in your room so that that new fresh air coming in is actually conditioned to be similar to the air that's going into your room. So rather than just having, hot, humid air from the outside coming directly into your room, the ERV will help you get that air conditioned and sent into your room so that it doesn't feel totally disgusting. Let's take a quick look at the ERV setup in my studio so you can get an idea of how this thing works, what it looks like, what it does, and get an idea of how this could fit into your own home studio design. All right, let's take a look at it now. I'm just gonna open this door for our spare mechanical room. What we have here, as you can see, is there's the ERV, and this looks like a crazy octopus. And then it comes down around. We've got our fresh air going in the top, and it's going down this massive, I'm gonna go back a little bit so you can see better. This is our baffle box here, and then it comes in the bottom of the room on the other side. The exit air comes in through the top, way up there, kind of angles over, comes down through the baffle box, and then out the bottom here, and give you a little better look at how this bottom area is. We use some putty just to keep it really tight. Oh, there's a little spider. And then comes up all the way up and over. You could probably make this more clean in your own design. And it comes in the ERV, and then it crisscrosses out through the exit vent. So our intake vent, I believe, is this one coming up, across, all the way around and coming in this way. It goes diagonally across, out, up, and then in the fresh air intake area. So I want to show you guys how this thing looks like when you open it up. So we're just gonna open this up quickly, and you can see sort of the mechanical workings up here. So as you can see, our fresh air is coming in the top, it's crossing down through the ERV and going out the bottom. The center filter here is really what does all the work. It heats and cools everything. Our exhaust air is coming in up there, coming through this bottom tube and going out through the outside. So pretty simple in nature. You clean this thing every 6 months, every 3 months you clean, just with a vacuum or something like that. And it's really not that much work to deal with it. Pretty simple unit, and highly recommend it. It's been working great. And I'm going to fire this up now so you can hear what it sounds like and how it works. So I'm going to close the door here. Now I want to say that light switch right there is actually turning on and off the ERV. So right now the ERV is off, which is really nice because you technically don't need it running if you're not in there, since it's just supplying fresh air. It's not really heating or cooling anything. So I like to keep it off when I'm not using the system. So just so you know, right now what you're hearing is not the ERV. That is actually my heater for this little room. Just a little space heater that's built into the wall. But I'm gonna fire this thing on so you can hear the difference. I'm sitting on a squeaky chair, but we're just gonna turn this guy on. You're gonna hear it very subtly kick on. And it's just like a slight whooshing sound. These things shake a little bit. This is a really funky room with all these in here, but it's really not that loud. And just so you know, it's a Fantech. I highly recommend this one. And let's look at the exact model number. So there you go, Fantech SC704N. There you go. So just so you can hear now this is through my phone, but the microphone's pretty good. I turned off the other heater just so you can hear, this is just the Fantech running. So I know a lot of people are worried about sound and stuff. I was worried about it too. It's very quiet. If this is in a separate room next to your studio, it won't be a problem at all. Alright, so I wanted to show you guys the exhaust hoods here. So you can see that one is currently blowing air from the studio out. You can feel it's pretty good, pretty solid amount of air flowing through there. And then on the other side of the building here, you want to keep these apart. We've got the air coming in. So two slightly different types of hoods, but those are what you want to put on the outside of your building. Those two like that. So now we're in the studio. It's very quiet in here. This is the moment you guys are probably waiting for, is hearing what does it actually sound like once the air is flowing through. So first I'm going to sit at this desk, which is where I do most of my mixing and producing and stuff. You can just listen. I can kind of hear it very, very faintly. I don't know if you can hear anything. I would say that my mini split is louder. If anything, I found that this actually has like a slighter lower frequency hum. But I'm gonna get really close so you can actually hear the airflow. And this is the air coming in. So right up to the vent. I'm gonna slowly move away. And right about here, I really can't hear it. And then you've got the vent that's taking out air up there. So your exit vent at the top. And, you know, if I could do it again, I think I would put these, not where I mix, it's just the way of the design. I might have put it over on this wall by the door over here and created an entryway and like a mechanical closet on the entryway. Or on the very back wall near my mini split, I might have put them over here or something like that. So keep that in mind as you do your design. So the next thing I want to talk about is, why is an ERV important? One of the main things that I worried about in my first year building the studio was that I had not created a ventilation system. So I did not have an ERV. I actually built my entire soundproof studio knowing that I needed ventilation, but I took some bad advice saying that if I opened the door, it would provide enough fresh air transfer in and out of the room, which is not true. There is some truth that some fresh air can transfer, but if the temperature outside and the temperature in the studio are the same, you're really gonna have literally no transfer of air between your studio and the outside. So you can't guarantee that you're gonna get enough fresh air. Plus, You're in a studio. You don't want to have to keep the door open all the time and let in bugs or have a bunch of hot, humid air coming into your room or super cold air in the winter. It's just not ideal at all. So that is why you need some sort of ventilation system. Now, there are tons of different ventilation systems out there, but the ERV is awesome because it provides that air from the outside coming in, and it will also condition the air so that you don't have to worry about having hot, sticky, humid air or really, really cold air in your studio. This also helps with your heating and cooling system. So if you have a mini split like I do in your studio, the ERV will help with providing fresh air without making your heating and cooling unit overwork to try to either heat up the really cold air that's coming in or cool down the really hot air that's coming in. Now I want to talk about CO2 again, because when we breathe out in an airtight room, since your studio will be completely airtight when you soundproof it, you're going to get a buildup of exhalation with CO2 gas in it. And CO2 is, it probably won't kill you unless you're stuck in an airtight room for like 2 weeks straight and never even went left to go to the bathroom. So that's not a problem. But what it does do is when it gets up into the 1,000 to 5,000 parts per million and above, then you start to get headaches and you might feel lethargy, you might get tired, and a lot of things that just aren't ideal, especially when you're looking all day at a computer, working in a studio, working with clients. You want everyone to feel great. And so having fresh air is extremely important for the general health of your studio. So that's my main point for getting the ERV and having some sort of ventilation system in place. I actually have a CO2 meter that I used for the whole first year when I didn't have a ventilation system, and I noticed that it did go up, and the parts per million, CO2 is measured in parts per million, and it did go up a lot. It went up from, 400 to 500, which was the atmospheric level of part CO2, to upwards of 1,000, 2,000, and almost reaching 5,000 parts per million in this room when we had a group of people in here. So it's important to have some way to get that CO2 out of the room and bring in fresh oxygen from the outside. So now that you have an idea of why you might need an ERV, I'm going to recommend the one that I actually bought. I had Rodger Weiss, who is the author of Home Recording Studio, Build It Like the Pros, design my ventilation system. And he's the one that recommended that I get the Fantech SE704N ERV. Now this little unit is great. It's not super expensive. It costs around $500 to $600 and it's fairly easy to install and it does a great job. Ever since installing it on my CO2 meter, I've noticed that when I'm in here, the CO2 levels never really rise above 600 parts per million, which is totally safe. And when I have a group of people in here, we might hit around 1,000, but it's really not that big a deal. Just so you know, OSHA recommends that people who work in CO2 environments like dry ice facilities and stuff, you can stay at 5,000 parts per million for 8 hours in a day. So that's a little bit lenient, I think. There's been studies by the University of Wisconsin that say even upwards of 1,000 to 2,000, you can start to have some brain fog or just feel a little bit tired, maybe get a headache. So I would highly recommend that you shoot on the lower end of the amount of CO2 that you want in your studio. Now, along with the Fantech unit itself, you're also going to need to buy the exhaust and the intake hoods that you will put on the outside of your building. So the ones that come with this Fantech and that I would recommend getting are the COMP4 intake and exhaust hoods by Fantech. So with that in mind, there's one other thing you want to think about, which is the size of the unit. So my unit that I just recommended can transfer about 61 cubic feet per minute of fresh air, which is not a ton. But Rodger Weiss says in his book that 15 cubic feet per minute is ideal for each individual person in the room. So for my room, around 4 people in here should be fairly comfortable and be getting enough fresh air. So if you know that you're going to be in a room such as a tracking room or a live room where you regularly have 5, 6, 7 people in there, you might want to think about doing the math and getting a slightly larger unit than the one I just recommended. But like I said, keep that 15 cubic feet per minute in mind per person, and then you can multiply that by the number of people that you want to have in your room, and you will get the amount of cubic feet per minute that you should size your ERV for. All right, I hope you have enjoyed this short little video on why I would recommend an energy recovery ventilator in your studio. To learn more about ventilation, I do have a ventilation video in the description, and also you can check it out on the link right there above me. And again, check out that free soundproofing workshop if you want to take a deep dive into building your own soundproof studio. I have gone through with a 40-minute workshop, and I'll teach you all about the design and what to think about so that you can leave that workshop feeling like you have a plan for how to build your soundproof studio. Again, that's at soundproofyourstudio.com. If you're on YouTube, thanks so much for watching. If you're listening on our podcast, thank you so much for listening, and I will see you next Monday.